just yet or down to the lower bracket. It just means that they have more time to consider what they need to do action-wise to take down their opponents and stay alive.
Yep, plenty more time to adapt to the opponent, figure out how they like to play, how they like to dodge, and kind of adapt to what they're doing. Also, a little bit more room for playing with characters, just like this Rayman, which we had not seen from Acno prior. Of course, still in that kind of wheelhouse of characters Acno plays. We've seen Acno on the Bryn, we've seen Acno on the Ulgrim. On the other side, no surprises to see Blaze on the Ulgrim. Very surprised to see him not do anything at the start, but it looks like just some friendly pausing there, and we're going to get right on into game number 1 of the top 8 winner side.
And right into it, we are getting Acno just coming right out of the gate, explosive gauntlets, and look at the damage he's dealing onto Blaze. A little bit of retaliatory damage from Blaze as well from that lance. The neutralites coming in, getting a little bit of disruption, though it does have a lot of damage on the back end as well. Acno looking for a lot of these big hits with the axe right now, not able to find as much success as he did with the gauntlets, but he knows that this is his kill option right now. Oh, weapon throw, down air, nice. Weapon throw, not going to connect. That's going to allow Blaze to get back. Ground pound, though. Another one coming down, and the grab out of the air. Still alive. Blaze making his way back to the stage, but not without scars. Deep in the red right now. Acno just barely making his way back, too. And Blaze with the side air weapon throw. He's going to find the first KO after all of that.
Well played on both sides in the intense offstage on the left side. Blaze gets back up. He got the axe sider and just a great weapon toss. These are two players who are very familiar with each other's playstyle, considering they play together in twos. They play together all the time, so they've got to bring out the big guns when going up against each other in the 1v1s. Weapon toss coming out from Acno, trying to break that neutral. Acno knows he's on the back foot, needs to get this knockout off of Blaze. With the axe in hand, the options are really going to be signatures or a side air. It's going to be the sig coming out from Acno, riding that skateboard axe side signature onto Blaze and denying the weapon spawn. Blaze goes high, expecting the weapon to spawn high, and he knows it will for him as they've got axe versus axe now.
They're just trying to chop at each other, trade these tree chopping blows. Blaze making his approach with these aerials. Acno responding in kind with his own. And it is just axe v axe right now. Just chopping that wood. Just chopping. Down sig's coming out from Blaze. The quick, that quick, just destructive down sig that covers the entire hurt box. Oh, the ground pound's coming out from both the down air. Acno with a second. Ground pound, not even going to need it. He doesn't manage to grab that ledge. Blaze taking the fall, and Acno is holding on to that second stock for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Acno definitely the favorite between the two of them. Winner of the past 2 seasonal championships. Acno has been doing incredibly well for himself here in 2020. But again, Blaze, his longtime partner, definitely has the reads on him. Definitely knows how Acno wants to play this matchup. Good dodges from Blaze, tries to get the punish from behind, but just slightly off the mark with that lance recovery.
Acno with the nice side light to pick up Blaze and get a little bit of a follow-up. The respond, though, going a little bit too hard on the read with the neutral sig from Rayman, that jump read. Able to catch Blaze, nope. He got the response with his own recovery, taking him off in the corner, and that is going to equalize those stocks.
Good dodging from Blaze, avoiding that dash-in weapon toss from Acno. Starting to get some hits on Acno, get this health a little bit more even, but Acno just needs a couple more before he can go for that knockout. Again, goes for these neutral sig reads, and Blaze has not been inside of those positions, has not been getting caught by that.
Yeah, not a single one of those has worked so far, but at least the bread and butter of finding those kill options, the side air is gonna do it for him. 20 damage lower than Blaze. Blaze actually dealing a little bit more, even though I think Ulgrim is the tankier character. But I guess it doesn't matter as much. These high-hitting weapons, those high force knockbacks is all you need on this kind of map with the axe. So the side air is all that she was asking for there. Blaze, or Acno, finding that KO. Looking really good right there, and it's such a close match. Able to eke it out right at the end. Going into game number 2 right now.
Blaze going to be switching up the characters, goes over to the Bryn, wants a little bit less defense, but a little bit more potential in those strings. Again, higher dexterity means that those strings are going to be a lot tighter, a lot harder for Acno to get outside of them, as well as the fact that Blaze is going to be switching over to a spear instead of a lance, a little bit less rockets on that pointy stick. Acno, though, on the gauntlets, didn't see a lot of gauntlets in game number 1. It was primarily the axe play coming out from Acno. We'll see what Acno can do. Likely we'll be looking for some sort of opener with the downlight, but Blaze not giving him the opportunities, just putting out those big hitboxes in front of himself. Dodging around
Acno
each
hovering
other.
above.
Blaze goes in for the neutral signature. Acno able to avoid it. Stuck on the corner. Blaze jumps over the side signature, but opts not to try to punish the fact that Acno has to burn a spot dodge in order to throw out that gravity cancel.
Honestly, a pretty solid option, though, because if Blaze wants to play a little bit too close to the edge, a little bit too aggressively with the edge guarding, that Sig will catch him out and deal quite a bit of damage and knockback to allow Acno to get back onto stage and potentially even follow up. It didn't work for him that time, but I do believe that that could work later down the line. There is the follow-up KO, taking that first KO of the match. Match number 2, finding the downlight into the uppercut right off the top, and Acno just not even hesitating, getting even more damage on the follow-up here with these gauntlets.
Ooh, Blaze with an interesting option, goes for the raw ground pound at a hit stun, expecting Acno to try to maintain that pressure on top of him. Blaze is able to even up the stock count with the side air, but needs to get more damage built up onto Acno. Again, axe in hand, big chunking damage potential. See if Blaze can get it. Doesn't try to go for the ledge cancel downlight. Instead, just backed off, trying to see what Acno will do at a hit stun.
Well, he goes again for the gravity cancel. Side Sig charged up for the extra range and power. Blaze just responding after not even getting hit by it in any way, shape, or form. Oh, the recovery just barely getting dodged out of. Blaze trying to back off, space out just a little bit, and there's the punish on that down Sig gravity canceled. Side air from the axe, almost knocking Acno out of the map, but the spot dodge is going to allow him to turn things around, get a little bit more damage out with his own axe. Blaze with the spear now looking for side airs, maybe a side Sig potentially, but finally able to catch that neutral Sig. The fairy's coming out in favor of the Rayman and picking up that KO.
Miss 100% of the SIGs you don't throw out. Acno finally connects with that axe neutral signature, but Blaze might find the stock evener immediately. You saw him going. Actually, that was a recovery attempt from Blaze, but Acno still able to dissuade any sort of pressure in the offstage. Nice. Still not enough, though.
That's surprising. Blaze trying to make the approach across the stage. Acno getting a little bit more damage off. Blaze needs to find this kill option right now. The side air not quite enough, as he did get the stage bounce. Anywhere else where that didn't have a bounce off the stage to reduce the velocity of that would have led into a KO. Finally finding it with the unarmed recovery off the top. Not too late. Blaze isn't in that kill option yet. He's not in the red zone. He can come back from this pretty quickly, especially with a weapon like Axe.
Yeah, but he needs to get those hits onto Acno. Acno playing far away from the axe of Blaze. Throws out the down signature. That's a burn dodge. Blaze takes full advantage of it. Again, underneath. Gets the down light. Gets a down air. Blaze slowly starting to get the chunks onto Acno.
Side air, not quite going to do it. Acno still living right now, going for the very risky ground pound. Still just able to tap that wall and survive. Finds the weapon in the mix as well, right through Blaze's side air. Down air, weapon throw, looking for the follow-up, not going to find it. Blaze still not able to find this convincing kill option on Acno. The downlight on the axe isn't going to quite do it just yet. Acno still has options without the weapon, but he's not going to have the chance to find it as Blaze closes it out with that side air right off onto the left side, doing so much damage. 727 damage. And it was
that's
still
a
that
lot
close.
of damage. Almost like too much. When you see damage numbers like that, you're like, wow, that is Acno really able to extend those stocks, really able to make sure that Blaze has to put 200 plus damage. 200, what, 35? I don't know. Sparky's the one who usually does the math on that one. Damage plus onto each single stock. really well done from Acno. Congratulations to Blaze to finish out that game number 2. But we are going to be going right on into game number 3. Is Acno going to switch up the characters?
Well, he is not locked in yet, so he does have that option, I suppose. He is probably going to determine whether or not he does need a different character. He wasn't super successful with those Axe neutral sigs. He did find 1, but that was, I think, out of 6 at least. The hit confirmation rate wasn't the greatest, so maybe he's feeling that maybe he has to choose maybe another character. Maybe he sticks with the gauntlets. He was really, or maybe he just sticks with the Rayman again. Maybe he just needed a little bit of extra time. Who knows? But at the very least, he is finding a lot of success with these gauntlets right now. I think he's still finding success with these, with the axe, just not as much with the Rayman signature kit.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't been getting the most out of the Rayman signature kit, so it could very well be that he just likes the Rayman stat line. Again, very middle of the road stats can be very comfortable for a lot of players. Plus, of course, Rayman with some common meta weapons right now. Again, AU really loving its axe and gauntlets coming into the meta with the recent stun addition on that gauntlet nair.
Things getting started off. Even damage being traded back and forth between the two. Weapon throw from Acno, looking for the follow-up with the neutral air. Not going to find it. Blaze going for the very greedy double down light. Not going to find that either as Acno jumps out. He did not catch the dodge in order to punish with that follow-up. The spot dodge in the air with side light into Blaze was a very nice spot dodge reversal from Acno, but Blaze with the with his own reversal, this is a volley of blows back and forth between the two. And now on the edge of the stage, Acno knows he has to be careful.
Yeah, Acno's been very effective with those wake-up sidelights on the gauntlets, but Blaze just getting the better of Acno, getting more damage put out onto him. Gonna swap over to the spear, just a fake out as he goes in with the axe side signature to take the first stock off of Acno, trying to dethrone the European champion.
Acno with the axe sliding all the way across, holding it maybe a little bit too long, but able to still find that KO. It is a pretty fresh stock, so those that knockback from Blaze's axe isn't going to be too harsh just yet.
Yo, I get why he held it though. With a lot of those signatures that like run as long as you're charging it, they can let you get a little bit safer if they go far enough. Unfortunately for Acno, Rayman's kind of like putters out, just friction starts getting into the axe. Unfortunately didn't grease those wheels quite enough and left him in position to get punished. We do see Blaze though, there it is, swapping back to the axe. I was like, is he gonna stick with the spear? But it looks like he wants that axe again for the big damage potential.
Acno with the recovery, looking for Blaze off the top. He does have him in the red. Side sig is going to connect. The variable force on that, not sending Blaze nearly far enough to find that KO. But the down sig coming out, that was maybe not the correct move for him there, as he gets absolutely punished by the neutral sig. And Acno looking for more side sigs, just throwing out these signatures, like trying to grind the battle pass signature damage mission right now. But he is going to find that KO from the bottom, the ground pound. Finding that work for him, finding that KO, and Blaze now getting right back into the mix and already taking damage from this axe.
Yeah, Blaze just slightly behind, took a little bit of damage from Acno on the axe, but the recovery almost enough to take out Acno. Acno very damaged on the second stock. Could see the stock count evened up as Blaze swaps back to the axe for the downlight to knock out quite a bit of damage built up on Acno.
And it is going to lead to evened out stock, so you can an equalization of the conflict between these two. The Blaze with the axe making his approach, just barely avoiding that weapon throw, preventing Acno from retrieving those gauntlets at the very least. Now they're going to have to both chop each other down with these axe attacks.
Acno has that stage control, throwing out the down signature over the corner. That's where you generally see that move used. Still, Acno not hitting a lot of these signatures, and Blaze has been getting some solid punishes on it. When Acno decides to play a little bit more standard play style, a little bit more light attack focused, he gets the better of Blaze.
Blaze dash dancing in the center of the stage, looking for some of these aerial attacks of disruption. Losing his axe on the weapon throw on Acno's dash dodge through. and the recovery into the side air is going to throw Acno around a little bit in the weapon throw. He is going to lose that again. Acno making his approach, side air coming into the stage. No, he's going to save that option, and Acno getting punished again by the neutral light. This is one stock left apiece. Oh, and that's going to do it.
Blaze takes game number 3.
2-1 in the set, and that is going to lead Blaze into having the advantage now. Remember, it is a best of 5. This is a top 8 match, so there is a little bit left to go if Blaze wants to secure that spot.
And we see Acno deciding to swap off of the Rayman, just the signature kit, not quite working out for him. And he's going to be going over to the Bodvar for game number 4. Again, Acno switching up the characters constantly shows he's very comfortable with a lot of different characters. Absolutely no crossover between the Bodvar weapon kit and the Rayman weapon kit.
Recovery. Down air into the recovery from Acno, getting a little bit more damage out. Like the swap over to the Bodvar, I think, should be a pretty interesting one, especially the hammer side of things being a little bit of a departure from the axe, still heavy hitting, but having a little bit more range, I think, on those neutral airs and side airs, able to maybe contest some of these axe swings from Blaze. So this should be pretty interesting. And the scoops and the recovery options being great off stage, I think this is going to be very interesting for him. But this is also, I believe, something that we're not even surprised really to see from him, as EU in general, I think, just has love for Bodvar in many of their pocket picks.
Yeah, Bodvar just a great all-around character, one of the original characters to Brawlhalla, and still just works so incredibly well. Acno doesn't even need to hit Blaze, just threatens him, gets right up in his face on that soft platform, and Blaze not able to touch down onto the ground or touch the wall to reset his jumps.
Acno trying to make his approach, looking for that side air, not going to connect it, and Blaze making his approach across the stage, making that dash approach, not able to find the, almost being able to dodge through that signature, but I think the timing is a little bit too precise. In fact, the move itself is more of a dodge punish, if anything, and so making that move right there and catching Acno out was the right decision from Blaze. Blaze trying to get that spot, that recovery onto him, finding the hit. Acno making the, the side air from Blaze, though, interrupting any opportunity that Acno had to get any more damage off onto Blaze, and Blaze looking really clean in this stock right now. No bonus damage is going to be enough for Acno right there, and he is going to have to continue this onslaught right now as Blaze just continues to close the gap, hit after hit, chop after chop.
But some great wake-ups from Acno, keeping Blaze on his toes. We saw him go for that wake-up gravity cancel sidelight, this time with the sword instead of the gauntlets that he was doing it with Rayman on. Able to trade back and forth. Trades are definitely in Blaze's favor in general, just with the higher on-hit damage, but Blaze getting hit a little bit more frequently than Acno is.
Down airs coming out from both players off stage, trying to catch each other out with those dive kicks. Acno and Blaze both losing their weapons. Recovery, and off the top, gravity cancel, uppercut. That's going to do it for Acno. Very opportunistic play there from Blaze. That could have gone very wrong if the connection wasn't made. But finding that uppercut, immensely powerful there. Immensely powerful statement for him to say to Acno to just extend this lead and take this all the way from Acno for at least a second, because there is the follow-up KO from Acno with the scoop off the top.
It was a good read from Blaze, though. Hit that recovery and expect the dodge down from Acno for that gravity cancel neutral heavy to hit. Well done from Blaze. He's gotten some extra credit onto Acno's final stock, and you see Acno really slowing it down, sitting on this right side while waiting as long as he can before he goes back up onto the stage.
Very nice move in there from Acno to get a little bit of follow-up damage, but he's now positioned on the wall again, and Blaze has really good coverage on the wall, especially with the axe. He has been very punishing on to Acno while Acno's been on there, so he always has to be very careful with his returns to the stage. The coach pitch, though, coming out from Acno, and the punish. He already used his recovery, and he knows it. That is going to be Blaze taking him down 3-1 against Acno, dropping him down to the lower brackets to, I believe, let's see, face off against the winner of Zyder and Addy Mestic later on. Hyson and Goosey sitting in the pocket right now, waiting for that next game. But Blaze taking down the first top 8 set in a very handy fashion, 3-1.
Really well played from Blaze to get that turnaround. Blaze was on that corner, and then Acno, who was trying to pressure with that hammer, was trying to go for the big play. Acno burned a lot of jumps and recoveries, trying to keep that pressure. Blaze just gets the turnaround side air, gets the stock, and takes the top seed of the tournament down into the loser's bracket. That means Blaze has earned his spot in the top